Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here, and I'm going to tell you about Remastered and Restoration and Restoration, and what does Restored and Remastered means, and Restoration. Well, you see, it's like this. You see, Restoration is like cleaning off the film. It's so they can be fully restored and remastered. And they also use this special wash to clean off the film without any stains or breaking it. And they also use a high-scan digital scanner. They also use this digital scanner to see everything. But after that, they also fix some mistakes using computers to fix up all the mistakes and stuff. And they look so good. And just to be honest, I really like it that they're all restored and remastered. There's ones that actually has less black and white dots, but there are others that actually kept in the original camera rolls, but they're still restored and remastered, and they look amazing. And also the best one of all about restoration is that when they're remastered, the colors look so much better, and I mean so much better. It looks more like because when they actually do that, it makes the classic shows and movies to be in a HD style. And they actually look really, really great. And if you want to know how they look like, here are some pictures of every classic show and movies that are actually restored and remastered. Check them out.
Alright, let's start off with the classic that started in the 30s. The Three Stooges. An awesome classic. Or I should say the best classic ever. The king of comedy, of course. Now, by the looks of this, let's take a good look at this. So, it's black and white, just like any other film. And by the looks of it, it looks so clean. There's not even black and white dots on there. But sometimes there are, because of the filming, of course. But overall, it looks really, really nice, and I like it. Next up is another classic. Here's another classic, and it's from the 1950s. And this is a classic Titanic movie called A Night to Remember. Now, my dad saw this years ago, and I believe that it was in its original film. But by the looks of this, look at this. It's remastered, black and white, and there's not even any single black and white dots on there. Well, sometimes there are, but, you know. But by the looks of it, it looks really, really good. Next. Alright! Now here's a really awesome classic that's in black and white. And this is the movie that my dad saw. This is The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. An awesome classic. And this is actually based on the album. And by the looks of it, it looks really good. It's black and white, and there's not even a single black and white dot on there. Sometimes there are, of course, but overall, it looks so nice. There's John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. Rest in peace to John Lennon and George Harrison. But God bless Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. I'm glad they're still alive. Next. Alright, now here we got is a Hanna-Barbera classic. This is the Jetsons. Here we go. Now, by the looks of it, the colors look really good. And I think it's remastered. I'm not sure, but it does have black and white dots on there. But I think it might be remastered. If any of you have actually seen this and have it on DVD, let me know in the comments below. Alright, on to the next one. Yabba Dabba Doo! It's the Flintstones! Awesome classic! Now, let's take a good look at this. Now, I believe the colors look really, really nice. It does have black and white dots on there, and I think it's remastered, of course. And the reason why I say I think, because I'm not so sure. But any of you who actually got this, let me know in the comments below. On to the next one. Oh yeah, Scooby-Doo, where are you? An awesome classic from the 60s. Now, my parents saw this show years ago, and I've seen it on Cartoon Network, as reruns when I come back from school. Now, by the looks of this, the colors look nice and it's remastered. Does have black and white dots on there. And there is a video that I actually saw that shows a comparison. But it only shows the opening. So one side is the original film, and the other side is the restored version. And by the looks of it, the restored version looks really nice, and I actually liked it. It doesn't have a lot of black and white dots, and the filming isn't going up and down because on that one side it is because that's the original. But overall, it looks so nice and clean. On to the next one. Here's another Hanna-Barbera classic called The Funky Phantom. Now, by the looks of this, I believe the colors actually look really nice. I believe it does have black and white dots on there, and it looks good. If any of you actually knows if this classic is remastered, let me know in the comments below. Alright, on to the next one. Ah yeah! Goober and the Ghost Chasers. Goober and the Ghost Chasers. Another great Hanna-Barbera classic. Now, by the looks of the colors here, it looks really nice. And it looks so clean. There's less black and white dots on there. And by the looks of it, it looks really, really nice. And I love it. On to the next one. Ah yes, the 1960s Batman TV series. The show that my dad watched. Now, by the looks of the film here, the way how it looks so clean. There's not even a black and white dot on there, and at times there is, but not most of it. But overall, the colors look really, really nice, and I liked it because it does say fully remastered on the back of the DVD case, of course, and I love it. They've done a really good job with it. Now on to the next one. Oh yeah, The Dick Van Dyke Show, an awesome classic sitcom from the 60s. My parents actually saw this show years ago. Now, let's take a good look at this. It's black and white, and it doesn't even have a single black and white dot on there. At times it does, but mostly it doesn't. And by the looks of it, it looks nice and clean. They have done a really great job with it. Oh, and there's the black bar square full screen, which I'll talk about some other time in the future, of course. But mostly I'm focused on is the classic, of course. So let's say that it looks really nice, and I love it. On to the next one. Oh yeah, Star Wars, gotta love it. So let's start off with these ones. This one, of course, Star Wars: A New Hope, the original, of course. Now, by the colors here, the colors look so nice in an actual high definition style, and there's not even a single black and white dot on there. And by the looks of it, it looks really, really nice. They also include some scenes in there that are never shown from the original, and they actually added some CGI creatures on there too. And just to be honest, they actually look really, really good in CGI, and I love it. Now, let's check out The Empire Strikes Back, and here it is. So, here's The Empire Strikes Back. By the looks of the colors on there, it looks really, really nice. I love it. No black and white dots on there, and I gotta say, I don't see the filming going up and down because this is fully remastered. And I really like the puppet Yoda that they did there. And I gotta say, Frank Oz was amazing on there. And now, next up is Return of the Jedi, and here it is! Return of the Jedi. The colors on there look really, really nice. And they've actually added the CGI Sarlacc on there, because you can tell by the tentacles. So, the original 3 Star Wars movies actually look really, really fantastic that they're fully remastered. They've done a really good job with it. With the CGI stuff and everything. I'm glad they've done a great job. Alright, on to the next film. Ah yes, a classic variety show from the 70s, The Muppet Show. I actually love this show since I got it on DVD in 2018. Now, the reason why I actually picked the first season instead of going along with season 2 and 3, it's because they're all fully restored and remastered. So by the looks of the colors here, it looks really, really nice, and I loved it. Even though at some times there's a single line, but probably not that much. I mean, come on, it's an old variety show after all. probably there's some old other variety shows out there that actually had lines, like the Ed Sullivan Show and the Dick Cavett Show also. But this one doesn't even have that much, so it looks really nice. I love it. On to the next one. Oh yeah, the Transformers. A good classic from the 80s, of course, which is Generation 1. Now, by the looks of the colors on here, it looks really, really nice, and I love it. There is a video that I actually checked out, and it shows a comparison in between the colors and stuff. One side is the original broadcast, and the other side is the restored version because of Shout Factory, I believe. And by the looks of it, the restored version looks really nice. The colors look so bright, and it does have a lot of black and white dots because this was actually done with its original film, which I'll get to one classic that I'll get to soon. But overall, it looks really nice, and I love it. Next. The Transformers the movie. This movie came in 1986 after the second season. Now, by the looks of the colors here, it looks really nice. And there was a video of this, and it shows a clip that shows a side-by-side. There was the original film on one side, and there was the remastered version on the other side. So, by the looks of the remastered version, it looks really, really nice, and I loved it. They have done a really great job on there. It's amazing that Leonard Nimoy voiced Galvatron on there, and Orson Welles, who voiced Unicron. Rest in peace to them. It's sad that they're gone, but I'm really surprised that Coleman Domingo voiced Unicron in Rise of the Beasts. But it looks nice. I love the colors on here. Next. Ah yes, Wallace and Gromit. And I love Wallace and Gromit. So, let's check out these original 3 shorts, of course. So, let's start off with the first one, A Grand Day Out, the very first film of all from Aardman. So, by the looks of the colors on here, it looks really, really nice. There's not even a black and white dot on there. And I believe this was first remastered around the 2000s, of course, but it looks nice. Next up is The Wrong Trousers, and here it is. So, by the looks of this, it looks really nice. The colors look nice, and there's not even a black and white dot on there. So they've done a really great job. Now, on to A Close Shave. Yes, A Close Shave, of course. And, here it is. Now, the colors on here look really, really nice, and I loved it. Now, I actually do have Wallace and Gromit 3 Amazing Adventures on DVD, released by Lionsgate, and all those 3 are in their original films because of the black and white dots. But these ones here from Wallace and Gromit, the Complete Cracking Collection, they look so good. They're fully remastered. And I loved it. They've done a really great job. On to the next one. Thunderbirds. A good classic from the 60s. My dad actually watched this show years ago. Now, let's take a good look at this. It's actually remastered, and the colors look really, really nice, and there's not even a single black and white dot on there. And by the looks of it, it looks really nice. And the sound on there sounds really good, too. Besides, there was actually a video that was shown of the person named Jerry something who actually did these shows. It actually shows Thunderbirds, and it shows in its original film because of the black and white dots. But for this, it's remastered, and I loved it. They've done a really great job. On to the next one. Yes, Alf, an awesome sitcom from the 1980s. Big hit, too. Now, by the looks of this, it's actually restored and remastered. The colors look pretty good, and overall, there's not even a single line on there. Just only one that actually appeared at a certain scene, of course, but in the original film, it had a bunch of lines on there, of course, but it looks so good that the colors look nice, all thanks to Shout Factory. Next. Here's another awesome classic, and it's from the 80s, of course, The Land Before Time, a Don Bluth movie, of course. Such a classic. Now, by the looks of the colors here, the colors look really, really nice. I mean, just look at this. It looks so bright, and it's in widescreen. And there's only like 1 or 2 black white dots that only appear, or probably 3, only at a certain scene, of course. But overall, it looks so nice, and it looks so good in widescreen. Alright, next. Alright, so now I did talk about The Land Before Time being remastered, so let's take a look at these 4 here, of course. First off, we got The Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure, a good sequel that I've seen before. Now, the colors on here look really nice, and there's a bit of black and white dots, but not as much like the original film did. Yeah, this one never came to the theaters along with the others because they're only released on video and then on DVD later on in the 2000s, of course. Anyways, now let's check out the next one, which is The Land Before Time 3, The Time of the Great Giving. And here it is. Now, the colors on here look really nice. I mean, just look at this. Has a bit of black and white dots on there, but overall, it looks really nice. They've done a really great job with it. And let's check out The Land Before Time 4, Journey Through the Mist. And here it is. Now, the colors on here looks really, really nice, and it does have a little bit of black and white dots on there. And besides, I actually did see a little bit of it because when I saw the scene when we see Dill coming towards Archie and Littlefoot, you can actually see the black and white dots appearing. Nothing wrong with that, but at least it's still good that the colors look nice. And now, next up is The Land Before Time 5, The Mysterious Island. And here it is! By the looks of it, the colors look really nice, and same thing as before, it has less black and white dots, but overall, it looks really nice. So, looks like only 5 of them are remastered, and they look great. On to the next one. Now, here is an awesome classic from the 1950s and up to the 80s. Gumby. Now, let's check out the 50 series here. So, by the look of the colors here, the colors, of course, like I was going to say, by the looks of the colors look so nice. I mean, just look at this. It looks so bright. Well, not bright, but it looks so clean. And it has a lot of black and white dots because on the back of those DVDs that I have from Circle Entertainment, it says fully remastered with the original camera rolls and soundtrack. So they couldn't get rid of the black and white dots because all of them are in their original films. But it still looks perfect. They just made the colors look better. Now, let's check out the 60 series, and aha, here it is. Now, by the looks of the colors on here, the colors look really, really nice, just like the same thing with the 50 series. The colors look nice, it has a lot of black and white dots, but overall, it looks nice. And here comes the 1980 series, and there it is. Now, by the looks of it, the colors look really, really fantastic, and I loved it. They have done a really, really fantastic job with this. So, good job, Circle Entertainment, for remastering Gumby. Now, on to the next one. Ah, the Gumby movie. I love this. Now, taking a look at the colors here, the colors look so nice. I mean, look at it. It looks a lot better than the original film because the colors were like faded, but it was good, but the colors on here looks fantastic. Fully remastered in the original camera rolls and soundtrack. So, excuse me. I just ate, that's all. But overall, it looks so nice, and it's in widescreen. Just to be honest, I rather prefer classic movies to be remastered in widescreen than TV shows, which I'll talk about at the end, of course. But overall, it looks fantastic. On to the next one. Here we go, Lupin the Third, an awesome anime classic from the 70s. A classic anime, of course. So, let's check out Series 1 here. So, by the looks of the colors in Series 1, it looks really nice. I mean, just look at it. Looks so nice and clean. And and by the looks of it, it does have less black and white dots on there. Now, let's check out part 2. And, aha! Here it is. So, by the looks of part 2 here, the colors on there looks really, really nice. I mean, just look at that. Look at it. Just like in the back, it says Remastered. And the colors look so nice because when I was actually watching this on YouTube, there was actually full episodes that the studio actually has has a channel, and it actually shows what the colors look like because it was the US. But this one here looks so much better, and it's the original Japanese version. So they've done a really great job. On to the next one. Alright, now next up we got here are the Universal Monsters, of course. Let's start off with Dracula. Now, by the looks of Dracula here, this film is fully restored and remastered. I mean, just look at this. It's in black and white, and it doesn't have a lot of black and white dots on there. A little bit actually appears, of course, but by the looks of it, it looks really, really fantastic. Now, when my dad saw this years ago, it was in its original film, and it has a lot of hissing and popping sounds, of course. But since it's now remastered, excuse me, it looks a lot better. Now let's check out Frankenstein, and haha, here it is. So by the looks of Frankenstein here, it's fully remastered, just like always, and it's in black and white. But by the looks of it, it looks so good. I mean, just look at that. And you can tell that's Boris Karloff as Frankenstein. And you know him as the narrator and the voice of the Grinch from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which I'll get to. Now let's check out the Wolfman. And there it is. Perfect. Here's the Wolfman. Now by the looks of this, it looks remastered in high definition, of course. It's black and white and doesn't have a lot of black and white dots on there too. Looks really nice. Now, next up is the Mummy. And, aha, here it is. Now, by the looks of the Mummy, it looks really, really fantastic. I mean, just look at this. It looks so, so nice. There's Boris Karloff again. And by the looks of it, it's remastered. Not a lot of black and white dots. And it looks perfect. And again, not a lot of black and white dots, of course, so it looks perfect. Next up is the Invisible Man, and aha, here it is, the Invisible Man. Now, by the looks of this, it looks super, super nice. And I mean, just look at this. Just look at that. It's in black and white, and it looks so perfect. No, not that much black and white dots, but it looks perfect. Next up is the Creature from the Black Lagoon, or I should say Creature from the Black Lagoon, and here it is, haha, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, by the looks of this, it's black and white, and it looks so nice. Just don't mind the black bars. I know it's widescreen, but I don't know why, because I know that the rest of the other movies are all full screen because they were actually done like that. But anyways, by the way how this looks, it looks so nice. I mean, just look at that. Black and white, and there's not that much black and white dots on there. Next up is Phantom of the Opera. And, aha, here it is. And by the looks of this is the only Universal Monster movie that's actually in color. Because the other ones are all black and white, but this one turned out to be the only one in color. And it looks so nice. Not that much black and white dots, and even none, but overall, it looks nice. They have done a really great job. On to the next one. Next up we got here is Ferngully, The Last Rainforest. Now, my mom saw this in theaters years ago with my cousin Danielle, and by the looks of this movie here, it looks so nice. It's remastered, the colors look nice, and has a little bit of black and white dots on there. And it's in widescreen too, of course, because this DVD actually has a double-sided disc. So one side is full screen, and the second side has a widescreen on it. But I'd rather stick with widescreen because it looks better like that. But overall, the colors look so nice. On to the next one. Alright, now let's get on to the Disney ones. So first off here are the Disney Classic Shorts. Let's start off with the first one of all, Steamboat Willie. Now, by the looks of this, it's all black and white, and there's not any black and white dots on there. And by the looks of it, it's remastered and it looks so perfect. And believe me, I've actually did see this before years ago, probably on Zoom during school, but it looks nice and I loved it. They've done a good job with that. And that was Mickey Mouse's very first appearance. Now, let's check on the next one, which is, this one. This one is On Ice, another good classic Disney short when Mickey was teaching Minnie to ice skate. Now, by looks of this, it's in color and it looks so nice. Sorry, I just ate. But overall, there's no black and white dots and it's perfect too. And now, here's another one, which is, this one. Mr. Mouse Takes a Trip, of course. I believe that's the name of it, but it looks the colors on there. The colors look so nice. Fully remastered, and no black and white dot in sight. It looks perfect. And the filming that was part of the projector isn't going up and down because since they're fully remastered. Overall, they're perfect. And they've done a really great job. Alright. Now, on to the next one. Alright, now it's on to the classic Disney movies. Let's start off with the first one of all, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. A great and fantastic classic. Now, by the looks of the colors here, the colors look so nice. There's not even black and white dots on there. And overall, it looks perfect. Now, let's check out the next one, which is this one here, Pinocchio. A good classic in the 40s. Now, the colors on here look so nice, no black and white dots, and overall, it's perfect, of course. And now, here comes another one, and here it is. Yeah, Cinderella, a classic Disney movie from the 1950s, of course. The colors on here look so nice. No black and white dots, and the sounds perfect. And here comes the next one, and here it is. Sleeping Beauty. Another awesome Disney classic from the 50s. Now, the colors on here look so nice. And I mean, just look at this. There's not even a single black and white dot on there. And I love it. Now, here comes the next one, which is this one. 101 Dalmatians. Yes. Now, that one is a good classic. And I love it. The colors on there look so nice. No black and white dots, and it looks perfect. Now, here comes the next one, which is, everybody wants to be a cat. Yeah, the Aristocats, a classic from the 70s. Now, the colors on here look so nice because this is the Blu-ray version because the DVD version actually has black and white dots already, but the Blu-ray version here looks so nice. The colors look nice, not even a single black and white dot, so it's perfect. And here comes the next one is, this one, The Rescuers, an awesome classic. Now, by the looks of this, the colors look so nice. No black and white dots. No filming going up and down, so it's perfect. And here comes the next one, which is, this one here. Tron, a classic Disney movie from the 1980s. Now, the colors on here looks really nice, too. And I believe it does have a bit of black and white dots, but it looks nice. Also, the special effects on there is really amazing, and I loved it. They've done a really great job. And now here comes the next Disney movie, which is this one, The Little Mermaid, a good classic Disney movie from 1989. And by the looks of it, the colors look so nice, no film going up and down, and it looks perfect. Now, for the DVD versions, which is the Disney Platinum, Special, and Diamond Edition, it actually has when you look at it on the back for every old Disney movie, you can actually see that it shows the before and after. So it shows the original and the remastered version. So they've done a good job on that. Now, here comes the next one, which is this one, Beauty and the Beast, an awesome Disney classic from the 90s. 1990s, which is started off in 1991. It looks so nice. The colors look nice. Not even a black and white dot on there, but it looks awesome. And here comes the next one, which is this one, Aladdin. Another awesome classic Disney movie from the 1990s. The colors on there look so nice. Not even a single black and white dot, and it looks perfect. And here comes the next one, which is this one, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love that movie a lot, and sorry, I'm just smiling because I just love this. I actually seen this a lot back then, of course. So there's not even a single black and white dot on there because it's remastered and it looks perfect. And here comes the next one, which is this one. And of course, it's The Circle of Life, The Lion King, an awesome classic, of course. I've actually seen this a lot on VHS, and by the looks of this, the colors look nice, and there's not even a single black and white dot on there. Now, I'm not sure that if the classic Disney movies in the 90s had black and white dots on there, but if any of you have seen the original versions of these, let me know in the comments below. Alright, now on to the next one. Ah yes, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. A fantastic classic from the 60s. Narrated by Boris Karloff. Now, by the looks of the colors here, the colors look so nice. It's fully remastered, and there's not even black and white dots on there. And again, don't mind the black bar square. There's going to be some talks about that in the future, but overall, it looks nice. Now, the first time that the original Grinch was remastered was in the deluxe edition DVD. That's the first time it was remastered, and it looks so perfect. But overall, they've done a really great job on this. Good job, Warner Brothers. Next. Ah yes, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. A classic Universal movie from 1982 done by Steven Spielberg. Now, this is the actual original 1982 version, and it's fully remastered. Just look at the colors on here. It looks so nice. It was originally first remastered in 2002, which they made ET CGI on there. I hope I'll get that DVD someday so I can watch that. But overall, the 1982 version looks so nice that it's fully remastered. There's a little bit of black and white dots on there, but it's perfect, and the sound on there sounds pretty good. Alright, on to the next one. Alrighty, next up we got here is Jurassic Park. And I love seeing this movie on TV a lot. Now, by the looks of the colors here, the colors look so nice. I mean, just look at this. It's digitally remastered with 7.1 surround sound, and it has a little bit of black and white dots on there, but not that much. But overall, it looks perfect. On to the next one. Oh yeah, Jurassic Park 2, which is The Lost World Jurassic Park, aka Jurassic Park 2, of course. Now, by the looks of this, the colors look so nice, and digitally remastered. So that's why the colors look so nice when they're remastered. And it's digitally remastered with the 7.1 surround sounds, and it looks so nice. On to the next one. Oh yeah, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000. And it's a Ron Howard film. And believe me, this movie was amazing, and I loved it. Now, by the looks of this, it's fully remastered, and the colors look so nice too. And it does have a little bit of black and white dots on there, but not that a lot, because when I actually watched this on Netflix, it had black and white dots on there. But on the remastered version here, it looks perfect. I did see one dot when on that one scene when the Grinch was getting ready to take off to head up to the top of Mount Crumpet, and it shows the black dot that actually appeared on the light. So, nothing wrong with that, but overall, it looks perfect. We got one more to go. Let's do it. Alrighty, Jurassic Park 3. I've been seeing this movie on VHS a whole lot. Now, by the looks of this, it's full digitally remastered with 7.1 surround sound, just like Jurassic Park 1 and 2. And the colors look so nice on there. It does have a little bit of black and white dots, but it looks perfect. So, I believe that's all of it. Now let's get back on talking about it.
Alright, so that's all. Those are all the classics that have been restored or remastered. Even though there are ones that are actually in widescreen, like The Land Before Time and the Gumby movie, of course. Yeah. You see, when movies are actually restored and remastered, they can be in widescreen for the very first time ever. Because when they originally came, they used to be full screen. Because if you actually watch the original Land Before Time, the original film, of course, you can tell that it's full screen, and it had a lot of black and white dots. But thanks to Universal for remastering it on DVD and in widescreen for the very first time, the colors look so nice. There's less black and white dots, which only appear once, and the colors look so nice. Same thing with the Gumby movie. It looks so nice too. The movie is fully remastered with the original camera rolls, and it's in widescreen. Looks really nice. And also, now for me to tell you the reason why I don't like to watch Fraggle Rock and Lost in Space in widescreen where they're remastered is this. You see, for the original versions, they're full screen and you can see everything on the top and the bottom. Like in the first episode, Beginnings, which is the episode of Fraggle Rock, you see when Gobo was trying to go see the trash heap, and for him to do that, he has to get past by the Gorg, Junior Gorg. So when we actually see the part when Junior Gorg was this close on grabbing Gobo, you can see Gobo on the bottom screen. But when you watch the remastered version in widescreen, you can't see that much. You can't even see Gobo on the bottom. Yeah. And as for Lost in Space, they're all in full screen, but when it's remastered, it's in widescreen. I don't like it at all. I actually used to have that on DVD, but I got rid of it because I don't watch classic shows in widescreen because I rather prefer them to be in full screen because they actually look better in full screen. But for old movies that are in widescreen that are remastered, that's perfect. I'm alright with that. They look better like that in widescreen when they're remastered. But for classic shows, yeah. And same thing with Garfield and Friends. I mean, when I actually checked out a video from a YouTuber, special shout out to him, he actually did a comparison with Garfield and Friends with the first season. The original was in full screen, but in the remastered version, it's in widescreen, and then you can't even see much on the top and bottom. Ridiculous, isn't it? They should have just kept it in full screen, because full screen was the actual original aspect ratio for old shows. You know, in the early days. So they should have kept in full screen. So, whoever is doing that, leave the aspect ratio alone. Keep it in full screen for classic TV shows, but keep it in widescreen for old movies when they're remastered. It's better like that. So yeah, so that's what restored and remastered means, everyone. So if you actually want to watch the restored versions of the old shows, go ahead. I mean, besides, they look so good. The Three Stooges look so good that it's remastered. The classic Universal monster movies look really good. And even the classic TV shows look really good too. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone.